up? My name is Alexis Oakley and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be doing this Q&A for you guys today. Last night I went live on my Instagram for the first time in a while and it was so much fun to be able to talk to you guys. I was seriously on there for like 2 hours answering all of the questions that you guys had about assisting and working with celebrities and brand deals, products that I keep in my kit, things like that, and it was so much fun to have feedback from you guys as well. So I definitely want to start doing more lives, but seeing all of the amazing questions that you guys had really inspired me to make a sit-down question and answer video for you guys. So I'm really excited to be filming this. I posted on my Instagram story last night telling you guys to ask me questions for this video, and you guys asked so many good ones, so let's get into it. We're definitely gonna spill the tea today. So the first question is, how did you get started in your career? And this could be such a long, open-ended question if we want it to be. I could go on for so long and talk about, you know, every career move I've made and every person that led me to another person and things like that. And if you guys are interested in like the full-on backstory of everything, I posted a video about that, I think in like March, which I will link down in the description bar as well if you guys want to see like the full-length story. Definitely check that out. But the Spark Notes version is, I've always loved makeup and I knew that it was something that I wanted to pursue as a career. I actually started my freelance business in my parents' basement back in Missouri, and I would have brides come, I would have prom girls come and get them all ready in the basement. So that's not sketchy at all, but I started my like freelance business, I guess you could say, there. And then as soon as I graduated high school, I moved out to LA and I went to a makeup school called Makeup Designery in Burbank. And that was a 5-month program. And in my head, I was like, okay, if I like it out here, I'll stay. And if not, it's 5 months and I'll come back to Missouri and figure something else out. And so obviously I ended up loving it, and then I started assisting all of the big celebrity makeup artists for about 2.5 to 3 years, and I had the opportunity to work with so many amazing people such as Rachel Goodwin, Carissa Ferreri, Danica Bronson, Ash K. Holm, Daniel Martin, Jill Powell, so many different types of artists. While I was still assisting, I started to gain some of my own celebrity clients such as Jessica Alba and Paris Hilton. And then things just kind of started to take off from there. Once I got a few celebrity clients, the ball kind of started rolling and I started gaining more and I started gaining a following and my name started getting brought up in the industry and people knew who I was and would refer me. And it definitely took me a long time to build those connections and start to be like a full-time working makeup artist like that. But I'm so grateful for the career that I have and the clients that have helped me along the way and the people that have helped me along the way and all of the artists that I've been able to assist. I hope that kind of answers your question. I know that's a very condensed version, and like I said, if you want to see like the full-on beginning to end answer, definitely check out that video. The next question is, what is one piece of advice that you would give to an aspiring makeup artist? And there's so many things that I could say on this topic. I think one of the biggest pieces of advice I have for people that are wanting to get into this industry is work harder than everyone else in the room. And there's so many aspects to being the hardest worker in the room. That means showing up on time, showing up early even. That means having the cleanest kit out of everyone, having the most organized kit out of everyone, doing your job and doing it well with a positive attitude, being nice to everyone in the room. And then even outside of your work, what you're doing on your socials and building your brand and marketing yourself, working on your website, working on your portfolio. There's so many aspects to being the hardest worker. And if you're literally putting your entire heart and soul into your career, then it's going to take off and you're gonna meet the right people. I'm telling you, talent aside, show people why they should be working with you and how hard you want it and that you're not willing to stop for anything. Also, another really solid piece of advice is never take no for an answer. I know it can be overwhelming sometimes because you're gonna hear more no's than yeses in this industry, and that's just how it is. But you have to have thick skin. You can't let that take you down. You have to take that as like a stepping stone and a reason to work harder and a reason to want to prove yourself even more. The amount of times that I have been turned down by people and then years later I began to work with those clients is astronomical. The amount of times that I've been turned down to assist celebrity makeup artists and then years later I began to work with them and form connections with them. Like, that's part of it, but you have to make your own opportunities and show people again why they should be working with you versus everyone else that's reaching out to them. The next question is, how do you market yourself? And there's so many different ways that you can market yourself in this industry. One really big tip that I have is use your free resources. Social media is more powerful than ever right now, and you should be taking advantage of those resources as much as you can. Promote yourself on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever platform you want to use. I really suggest going on all platforms, especially in the beginning of your career, just because the more people see you and the more active you are in engaging with your followers, the more interest they're gonna have in you. And I'm not necessarily saying that you have to have a following to have a long-lasting career. That's not the case at all. But social media is such a great and free way to market yourself. I don't do any paid promotion whatsoever for my business. Everything that I'm promoting myself on is through social media and free resources. I gained so many followers on my Instagram through TikTok. Once you sort of start to grow on one platform, then a lot of times those followers will transfer over to another. So if you start to get a really good YouTube following, make sure you're promoting your Instagram, or make sure you're promoting your TikTok on top of that, so that those followers will translate and move on to your other platforms as well, so that you can grow your following on all platforms. Also, find a model on Instagram, get a pretty friend, anything like that. Do their makeup, take photos, go live with it, make a TikTok with it, take videos of you doing it, tag brands, use hashtags. Things like that are really great to promote you and grow your business as well. How did you get into doing celebrities makeup? So my first celebrity client was Jessica Alba, and then Paris Hilton and Lisa Rinna. I got them all kind of around the exact same time. And the way that I got those clients is through an app called the Glam app, which no longer exists anymore, but the concept of it was Postmates for makeup, hair, and nails. So the way that the app worked is they would go on their phone, put in the time, date, and location that they need glam, and then a makeup artist, hairstylist, nail girl, whatever it was, would show up at their house and glam them. And it was a really cool concept. There's still apps similar to it, Glam Squad and Priv. And if you're new to the industry and don't have a lot of clients, I definitely suggest getting on apps like that. It's a great way to make extra money. They have set prices, and you basically have an agent that books the job and tells you exactly where you need to be, things like that. And it's a really great way to gain clients, especially in the beginning. And then once I started gaining a few celebrity clients of my own, it was a lot easier to grow. And then from there, how I got most of my clients was either referrals or through my Instagram. Someone asked, how far out do you normally know about a gig? And it really just depends on the job. Some jobs I know about months in advance, and some jobs I know about a day in advance. It really just depends on the client and what the job is and how much production is needed and how much planning is needed. Typically, whenever I'm booked for a tour, I know a little bit more in advance, just so that I can take the time off that I need, because whenever you're touring, you're typically gone for several months at a time. You need more of a notice so that you can take time off and give your other clients another makeup artist that they can use while you're gone and things like that. It's really hard to give a straight up answer for this, just because it really does fluctuate so much. But typically I would say I know my schedule about a week in advance. Like normally whenever I'm looking at my books, the following week has like absolutely nothing, but by the end of that week, it'll be completely booked up. The next question is, how do you get most of your clients? Managements, IG, word of mouth? Honestly, all of the above. I feel like most of my clients either come from word of mouth or referrals or my Instagram. I actually don't have a manager or an agent at this time. I have a manager that helps me with my brand deals, but she doesn't help me as far as booking or invoicing or anything like that. That's all up to me. I'm kind of my own agent at this time, so I book everything myself. I do my invoices, things like that. And again, this goes back to networking and promoting yourself on socials. Most of my clients either find me through Instagram or I'm reaching out on Instagram. I block out a certain amount of hours each week for me to be reaching out to people, whether that be on Instagram or through email, and trying to gain new clients. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna promote yourself like you're gonna promote yourself. And I feel like I do a pretty good job at marketing myself and reaching out to people. I think I definitely have consistent clients, and I'm constantly gaining new ones as well, which is really great to see. And then I'm always so thankful whenever my clients trust me enough and refer me to one of their friends or another celebrity or things like that. Also, I think it's definitely smart to form your circle of a hair person, a makeup artist, a nail artist, a stylist, things like that. And you guys can kind of be a team and refer each other. And then people will kind of recognize that you guys are a team, and they'll want to work with the whole squad. For example, Haley Heckman, she's an amazing hairstylist, but we do a lot of jobs together. We're constantly referring each other because we love working together. And it's just a great vibe when we're together. It's always really nice whenever the team that you're around is people that you genuinely get along with and like working with. I got a lot of, who is the most complicated client you've ever worked with? Who's the worst client? Tell us client nightmares. Listen, NDAs, baby. I will never share that information. I like my job too much to destroy it like that. But if I am being real with you guys, I have had very few horror stories or clients that have been disrespectful to me or things like that. Pretty much everyone that I work for is so amazing, and I genuinely love working with them. So I'm very thankful for that. Someone asked what's my favorite thing about working with Tana, and honestly, I love working with her so much. I don't have a single bad thing to say about her. She's one of the most kind and genuine people I've ever worked with. That girl works her ass off, and it is really cool to see the behind the scenes of the things that she does. She is also one of the most loyal clients I've ever had. She hardly ever gets glammed by anyone else, and I'm always the first one she calls, which is really incredible to have clients like that. And also, she just looks out for everyone so hard. She loves her people so much and treats everyone so well. Even just the way that she uses her social media to help her team out is really incredible. She doesn't have to tag me in anything, but yeah, she still tags me every time, and that's so helpful to me. I also got so many questions about assisting celebrity makeup artists, enough to where I feel like I should make an entire separate video solely on assisting, and I'll answer all of your questions as far as how to reach out to someone that you want to assist, what you do on the job, things like that. So if you guys are interested in a video like that, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you guys have any more questions on that subject, definitely let me know so that I can put that in the video as well. And that's all the questions that I'm going to answer for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Definitely be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check me out on Instagram at Alexis Oakley. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next week.